Welcome to the Trio Series tier list for the Archer class. This list is designed to give players an idea of the relative strengths and usefulness of each Archer class in the game. Archer class are ranked based on a variety of factors, including overall damage outputs, utility, and control. Keep in mind that this ranking is subjective and may vary depending on individual playstyles and team composition. Now before we dive in, I will be using a ranking tier list tables of C, B, A, and S. The C tier is considered to be the weak class, while the S tier is considered to be the strongest among the Archer class in the game. With that being said, let's dive into the list and discover the best Archer class in the game. Starting with the first one, we have Hunter, and this one is going to be between C tier all the way to A tier. Hunter is currently considered to be the C tier due to its limited damage output and minimal support abilities. In my opinion, it may not be very helpful later into the game, particularly during the mid game and transition into late game. However, with the upcoming rework, the Hunter is expected to be performed extremely well, and it is likely to be at least a minimum of B tier and potentially reaching A tier. While I cannot provide the detail of the rework, the Hunter is expected to receive a significant improvement. On to the second class, we have Quarrel Shooter. This is going to be an S tier. This is actually one of my favorite class, mainly because it has two sort of DPS. Firstly, it offers additional damage through its attributes, which player can take advantages of it to bypass high enemy defense in both field farming content and endgame boss fights. Secondly, Quarrel Shooter has a lot of burst effect, which makes it an excellent choice for extremely agile class in many other situations. Quarrel Shooter Vibora is rather interesting by the way, because it costs the rapid fire skill to shoot an exploding bolt that causes damage with the skill factor equivalent to its levels. In effect to construct hits has a 15-second cooldown and it hit up to 30 target. Additionally, it can be used while your character is in a kneeling shark stand and can be learned when rapid fire level is at least one level or higher. The level 4 Vibora effects add a double fire speed for block and shoot skill. Next up, we have Ranger, A tier. I have played Ranger a few times and I find this class to be quite powerful. The Ranger possesses many burst abilities and is highly mobile, making it a formidable opponent in PvP content. In addition, the Ranger possesses a buff that significantly increased critical damage, resulting in a substantial increase in damage output. If you have played Hoplite as a swordsman, you will experience the same way as the Ranger class. Now, the Ranger Vibora increased auto Ranger skill by 1 and decreased the cooldowns of double target by 5 seconds. Additionally, when the double target skill is cast, it will create a twister within 70 range of the target that damage and pop up to 10 target non-boss monster into the air for 1 second. The skill factor of the twister is equal to the level of double target, and the level 4 Vibora effect increased the blazing arrow final damage by 100%. Next up, we have Sapper. This is going to be between B tier and A tier. Sapper is highly effective at taking down enemies quickly and effectively by using trap and ambush. They are versatile, dealing a decent amount of damage to both single target and multiple target, and can be very effectively utilized in both PvE and PvP situations. Personally, I have tried Sapper class and found it quite enjoyable. I believe that this class has potential to reach A tier if it combined with other classes such as Quarrel Shooters and Arbalester. Sapper Vibora leaves explosive residues at a spot when detonator traps are blown up, dealing damage to enemy within range for 10 seconds. The damage cost is equal to the amount of explosive residues. Now, for the level 4 Vibora, it increased all the final damage of Sapper's skill by 30%, which is extremely nice by the way. Next up, we have Bugushi, and this class is going to be between B tier all the way to A tier. Wugushi specialize in the use of poison. Wugushi can deal damage over time to enemies, making them a good choice for players who want to wear down enemies over time. Now, this class is actually very strong if you pair up with Quarrel Shooter for a pure added damage build, which has potential to get A tier titles. Overall, Bugushi is a good choice for players who enjoy strategic playstyles as they require careful positioning and planning to be used effectively. Wugushi Vibora increased Wugu skill by 3 and Golden Frog skill by 2. It also has the effects that cause the poison ring to drop around and damage enemies when using Golden Frog skill. Poison ring is treated the same way as the Golden Frog. Furthermore, the level 4 Vibora effects increase the final damage of Poison Pot by 100%. On to number 6, we have Fletcher, B tier. Fletcher has a very unique playstyle where you only need one skill to activate the rest of the Fletcher skills. Although Fletcher has both single and AoE damage capabilities, the skill scaling is actually lower compared to other Archer class. However, it can be an excellent crossbow choice when combined with Quarrel Shooters and Arbalester. Fletcher Vibora increase all the Fletcher skill by 1 and apply 2 stacks when using broken points and bodied arrows. In addition, the level 4 Vivora effect increased auto final damage for Divine Machine arrow skills by 100%. On to number 7, we have Pied Piper B tier. It's a support and a crowd control class. This class is specifically designed for PvP related content. This class is pretty decent in PvE as well, but it's not a game changing class in my opinion. So far, Pied Piper doesn't have any Vivora effect, so we might have to look back into this class in the future update. The next one is going to be pretty special, by the way, because that is going to be the handing class for the archer, and that is going to be Appraiser S tier. Appraiser is expected to be placed in S tier category. This class provides a wide range of buffs that is highly effective for scaling party members during late game content. These include minimum crit chance, final damage buffs, and ability to reduce enemy defense. Even though Appraiser doesn't have any Vivora weapons, it remains to be one of the most powerful archer class due to its exceptional skill set. However, I believe when the Appraiser acquires Vivora, it may focus on longer buff duration rather than increasing damage output with the skill. Next up, we have Falconers B tier. Falconer is projected to be classified as a B tier class. While its damage output is not particularly high, it excels at taking down beast monster. I would still recommend Falconer for endgame farming maps, as there is a large amount of beast monster to face. It is important to note that Falconer requires a flying companion to activate the majority of its skills. However, I have found out that Tomahawk art attributes of Falconers work exceptionally well with Quarrel shooter class additional damage attributes and Pedidi set effect. Falconer Vivora involve by Hawk shooting down and attacking the designated point when using Peasant, attacking twice per Hawk for 5 seconds. The damage inflicted by the Hawk is 50% of the current Peasant skill factor with a maximum of 10 constructed hit. The Falconer Hawkeye's attribute effect is also applied, and the damage against beast enemies is increased by 50% when summoned the Hawk attack. Additionally, the level 4 Vivora effects increase the final damage of Tomahawk skill by 30%. Next up, we have Cannoneer. This is going to be A tier, by the way. Cannoneer is a class that I personally enjoy playing, and it has undergone numerous balance patches to reach its current stage. It is a groundbreaking class that specializes in providing a potent AoE capabilities with an abundance of AoE skills that you can choose from. If you are someone who relishes the prospects of decimating large groups of monsters, then I highly recommend giving Cannoneer class a try. Cannoneer Vivora involve causing damage within the smoke grenade skills by activating the airburst effects once per second. The skill factor of airburst is proportional to the cannon shot, and it has area attack ratio of 20. When the enemy hits by the skill, they are slow for 2 seconds. Additionally, the level 4 Vivora effect reduces the cooldown of sweeping cannons by 20 seconds. Coming right up, we have Musketeer A tier. Musketeer is a long-range archer class that specializes in using musket weapon to take out enemies from afar. This class is designed for both PvE and PvP related content, but it is particularly well suited for the latter. While Musketeer can be vulnerable in the battles, it is capable of dealing a significant amount of damage in 1v1 situation. Its long-range capabilities and precision make it an ideal class for stabbing down enemies from afar, making it an excellent choice for players who enjoy more strategic playstyles. Musketeer Vivora allow player to ignore the enemy defense by 50% when attacking with every Musketeer skills and no other attack. If the enemy is a character, the defense is ignored by 20%. Additionally, the level 4 Vivora effect increase the final damage of the snipe skill by 100%. Coming up next, we have Mergen. This is going to be A tier. Mergen is a two-handed bow class that possesses multi-hit and burst abilities. In my opinion, it is the most user-friendly starting archer class, as it offers many different benefits, such as fast cast animation and powerful burst ability that can quickly destroy monsters. Moreover, it is highly versatile, and it provides alternative build options with other archer class. Mergen Vivora allows player to descend gigantic arrows every 1 second where arrow sprinkle is cast, dealing additional damage to 20 enemies within range. The skill factor of orbital arrows is equal to the 1 hit of arrow sprinkles, and its duration is equal to the 5 arrow sprinkles. In addition, the Vivora effect reduces the cooldowns of arrow sprinkle by 20 seconds. Furthermore, the level 4 Vivora effect increases the final damage of triple arrow skill by 100%. Coming right after Mergens, we have Matross. This one is going to be another A tier. Matross is a secondary version of Cannoneer class that retains the long-range capabilities of its predecessor. However, it is even more deadlier in PvP content, particularly in guild territory wars. Additionally, it is one of the best class to choose from if you are planning to adopt the pure cannon weapon playstyles. Matross Vivora allow a player to fire additional shot when casting explosion to the target with a skill factor of the 30% of explosion in the current levels, the additional shot up to 5 times and damage only one target. In addition, the Vivora effect reduces the cooldown of artillery cost skill by 20 seconds. Next up, we have Tiger Hunter. This one is going to be between B tier and A tier. This class is actually a little bit difficult to rate because there are a lot more to Tiger Hunter, especially when it comes down to the class Vivora and class combination. Tiger Hunter is a class that is very similar to Musketeer in that it primarily uses musket as its main weapon. This class is an excellent choice for players who are looking for a musket weapon class exclusively. Tiger Hunter Vivora causes rapid shot to damage up to 10 nearby enemies of the target. In addition, the Vivora effect reduces the cooldowns of rapid shot by 10 seconds. Furthermore, the Vivora effect increases the area attack ratio of pitching shot by 10 and increases range by 100% while reducing its cooldowns by 10 seconds. Coming right after Tiger Hunter, we have Arbalester, and this is going to be another A tier class. Arbalester is a hybrid class that combines the elements of Quarrel shooter class with its own unique set of skills that trigger multi-hit attacks. This class synergizes extremely well with Quarrel shooter class in many ways. Arbalester Vivora increases the level by once and provides the new effects called double marking, which double the chance to fire homing arrows. Additionally, the level 4 Vivora effects increase the final damage of Death Zone by 100%. The next one is going to be Arquebuiser. Arquebuiser is another hybrid class that combines the feature of muskets and Cannoneer class. Although it initially used two different types of weapons, it narrowed down to a very specific class type such as combination of Cannoneer and Major class with cannon weapons or Tiger Hunter with Musketeer class with musket weapon. It is remarkable that class has provided such diversity between two different weapons. Arquebuiser is a worthwhile class to choose if you are searching for a complementary class for Cannoneer or Tiger Hunter. The Vivora effect for Arquebuiser include increasing the level of Arquebuiser skill by 1 as well adding a level action effects which double the firing speed of precision fires. In addition, the level 4 Vivora effects increase the final damage of Arquebuiser barrage by 100%. On to the last class, we have Poron. This is going to be the last S tier for this list. Hwarang is currently the most robust two-handed bow class available for the archer. It requires the use of 1 or 2 skill set to unleash a considerable amount of damage. It can be somewhat difficult for someone who is new to Hwarang since they aren't familiar with combo classes. Hwarang shares similarity with classes like Llama and Kara. Addons require a very specific condition to activate or enhance certain skill. The Vivora effect increases all the level by 1s and changing the embedding spirit buff to the maximum of 4. Additionally, when casting Poron Jiang, the Hwarang fire 2 continuous shot. The level 4 Vivora effects increase the final damage of the white horn bow and the black horn bow by 50%. Anyway, that is all for today's videos on the class tier 43 of Savior. I hope you guys found this information helpful. Remember, these tier lists are subjective and based on my own experience and opinions. If you disagree with me, feel free to write a comment below and let me know your thought about the class. As always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!